Hey everyone, I'm back with a new weekly, this time catching up the news of the last 2 weeks for marketing, technology and customer experience. Welcome in my show. I want to start with a fantastic story on customer experience. It's a lady that left her car on the parking lot of a restaurant in the US, and that's because she had a little bit too much alcohol consumption, so she took an Uber instead of her own car, which is really smart. But the next day she went back to the restaurant a little bit scared to see if her car would still be there or if there would be an angry note or something like that. But the result was amazing. She found a letter in which the owner of the restaurant congratulates her to take an Uber instead of her own car, and to reward that kind of behavior for not drinking and driving, she got a big amount of free food from that restaurant. So I thought that's a fantastic story of customer experience to start the show with. Last week there was big news from Facebook. Results came out, financial results, which were pretty good. They went over the $7 billion amount that they reached. So that's a huge company now and they're very profitable. So that's all good news. But the stock still dropped with more than 8% when they announced that, because there was also bad news. And the bad news was that the feed of Facebook, the wall, is almost saturated with advertising. So there will be a decrease in growth of Facebook advertising on the wall as we know it. So that's a big problem for them. It made investors really worried. And it means that they have two big concerns to really work on. And the first one is the project that Mark Zuckerberg is always talking about, to connect the world. So the more people that are connected to the internet, the more people that will use Facebook and the more advertising space they will be able to sell. So I'm pretty sure that the project to launch satellites, drones and whatever devices that they're making, I think that project will have a big speed up in the next few months, because that is necessary to continue the growth of Facebook. Next to that, I'm pretty sure they will speed up their investments in platforms like Instagram and WhatsApp to make them money generators. I'm pretty sure we will see more advertising on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure that in WhatsApp we'll be able to do micro transactions that will lead to micro payments that Facebook will receive. So I think those three areas actually will become really important for Facebook to make the investors less worried, and I'm pretty sure that they will convince us in the next 2 years in succeeding in those missions. This week in Helsinki they started with driverless buses, small minibuses that are picking up passengers and dropping them off in real time and in real traffic. This is not new in Europe, because we already had these buses in Holland, so we're seeing them everywhere and they're popping up really fast. So it's a question when we'll have them in other European countries. I think pretty soon. This is something, when I first saw it, that I really thought it was a joke and that it was science fiction, but it's not. Molly Robots is a kitchen tool, a kitchen robot that can make more than 2,000 recipes, and it's actually gonna go for sale as from 2017. I think this is gonna be on a lot of wish lists next year. Tesla is really going forward with their energy ambitions, as they're gonna buy Solar City, Elon Musk's own company, for 2.6 billion pretty soon. They showed off their solar tiles for homes. And they look amazing. This can be the future for solar energy. At this point, it's not worth the investment to replace your current roof with those solar tiles. But if you need a new roof or if you need repairment, this is probably going to be your best option. Short update from Portugal, where I am this week. Google and NFL were going to be working together, and NFL and Google will make exclusive VR content about the American football season. This is funny news. Facebook is about to start with TV advertisement. Yes, you heard it right, TV advertisement. Not on traditional TV, but on through streaming items like Apple TV. They want to use the data that they have and go forward with really targeted ads on those platforms. It's Wednesday, and we all woke up with a new president in the United States. Besides the results, this is also an end of an era. It is the end of believing in traditional market research, where you ask people what they believe in and what they like, because we found out, thanks to the results and the polls, and if you compare them, that people don't actually say what they think. So this is really a turning point, and it means that we have to work with behavioral data and work like companies like Netflix that measure what people actually do, and based on that they make decisions. So I think this is a tipping point for everyone who's related in market research and using market research to make predictions about the market, that it's not what people say what you should look into when people talk about big data, but it's actually what people do and behavioral data that will learn a lot more and will allow you to make the correct predictions. There was news from Tesla this week. Elon Musk decided to invest in Grohmann Engineering, which is a German engineering company that will help them to automate their production of cars. So they will take a 75% stake in it, and the goal is actually that they can make cars at the speed that an average human can run. So that should help them to deliver all the Series 3 that were sold during the spring. And that will change also their footprint in Europe, as they're going to have a bigger plant in Europe to handle all the shipments and orders that they have from European customers. Because of the presidency of President Trump, markets are suffering, but at the same time Bitcoin is soaring. The day that the victory of Trump was announced, Bitcoin increased with 4% while the stock markets went down. So you see that Bitcoin is becoming like a safe harbor for people in uncertain times. Which is interesting to see what this will do with this virtual coin. As you know, there's a big battle going on between Facebook and Snapchat, and Facebook wanted to buy Snapchat a few years ago, but that didn't go through. Now Facebook is about to launch a separate app. It's called Flash, and they want to attack Snapchat with it because it's basically a copycat of Snapchat. They won't start it in markets like the US or Europe, but they're going to use it specifically in emerging markets, and Brazil may be the first market where they launch it. It's exactly the copycat system as Snapchat, but it's going to take only 1/3 of the capacity of your phone. So by doing so, they're really hoping to slow down the growth of Snapchat and put pressure on that company. So that's it, guys, for this week. It was an important week for the world, and I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope you're going to have a great weekend, and see you again next week. And don't forget to share this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.